welcome everybody. I'm Shane.
I'm Holly.
Today we are talking about the history and modern uses of the quick response code. And today is part 1. And the vocabulary words are arrangement.
Arrangement.
Vera was unhappy with the arrangement of the room.
Track.
Track.
Animal control tracked the dog to a nearby park.
Data.
Data.
My new hard drive can store a lot of data.
Direction.
Direction.
Anna checked her map to make sure that she was heading in the right direction.
She probably got lost, right? Angle.
Angle.
From a certain angle, you look just like my favorite singer. Do you know who it is? Justin Bieber. You look just like Justin Bieber. Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you have a QR scanner on your phone?
Yeah, I think everybody has a scanner on their phone.
Yeah, I think modern phones all have a QR scan, and it's quite useful, right?
Yeah, I've been seeing it a lot, like maybe when you're adding friends online. Yeah.
Or there's an advertisement. Now you can just scan it, and you can get all the information. You know, it used to be the barcode.
So the barcodes are just like the lines that come down, right? And there's like no squares.
Right.
But the QR code is like a lot of squares put together, like big and small,
and
right?
you can scan it from any direction, so it's much easier to scan, and there's a lot more information in there.
Yeah.
So how about you guys? Does everybody here use QR codes on a daily basis?
Or barcodes.
Well, yeah. Who knows? Let's learn more about the quick response code, or QR codes.
The history and modern uses of the quick response code. Cleverly designed and extremely useful, QR codes are everywhere. But for something so common, how much do you know about them?
Today's lesson is called The History and Modern Uses of the Quick Response Code, Part 1. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike. So we're going to learn about where something came from, that's the history, how it's used today, those are the modern uses, but we're learning it about the quick response code, and I gotta say, I don't know what the quick response code is. Is that like
QR code, Mike? QR, quick response.
I was thinking it was like the emergency number, like 911 or 119. You call that when you want a quick response or a quick answer from, you know, the firemen or the policemen or something like that. But that's not this. This is the little square with the black and white smaller squares that we see on a lot of stuff. And I know them as QR codes. Quick response.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. Basically, QR codes are everywhere these days. People scan these codes with their phones, and then the phone will take them to a website or something like that.
You see them on
QR
signs, posters,
everywhere.
Television even.
And they contain information that might not be clear to us, but that a computer can scan and figure out. They can figure out what the meaning behind the code is going to be. Anyways, cleverly designed and extremely useful, QR codes are everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah. As we mentioned, you can see them on advertising, on television, and of course, if you have a phone that can scan the code, it gives you instant internet access to whatever the code is leading you to, whatever that company may be offering, for example. But for something so common, how much do you know about them? I would have to say not much, since I didn't even know what the Q and the R meant or stood for. So yeah, I don't know much about them. So that's what we'll be learning about, the history and modern uses of QR codes.
We're going to answer all of your questions today, Mike, and then we're going to come back and do it again on day 2 of our lesson.
I can't wait.
Me neither. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。今天的课文标题是 The history and modern uses of the quick response code. 什么是 quick response code? 其实啊，它就是 QR code。QR 是Quick Response 的首字母缩写。那么 QR code 现在很常见，到处都看得到。像你可能会用它来加好友啊，或是在观光地区透过 QR code 来得到一些观光资讯，甚至是用它来登机。这种 QR 码这么好用，可是我们对它的了解似乎不多诶。那这2天的课文就是要介绍它简单的历史以及现代的发展应用。好，这边有一个补充单字。Everywhere 这个副词表示到处或是四处。接回课文中。
The history and modern uses of the quick response code. The QR code's horizontal and vertical arrangement of white and black squares was inspired by the board game Go. The code itself was invented in 1994 by a Japanese company as a replacement for barcodes to track items in factories. At the time, barcodes were difficult to scan, didn't work when damaged, and didn't contain much data. The QR code improved on the barcode in almost every way.
Okay, let's talk some more about the QR code, the quick response code. The QR code's horizontal and vertical arrangement of white and black squares was inspired by the board game Go. How about that? I had no idea. By the way, horizontal means side to side, left to right, east to west, let's say. Vertical means up and down, north to south. I think you guys get the idea. Anyways, here we have the noun arrangement to talk about. When you're talking about an arrangement, you're talking about how something has been arranged, put together, organized, laid out, designed, so on and so forth. By the way, yes, the verb is arrange, the noun is arrangement, how something is organized. For example, Vera was unhappy with the arrangement of the room. I don't know who laid this place out, but the room is a mess.
Putting the bed in front of the door does not make it easy to go into the room. That was a bad arrangement. All right, so let's find out about the QR code and its arrangement. It says the code itself was invented in 1994 by a Japanese company as a replacement for barcodes to track items in factories. Okay, so as you might guess, it is sort of related to the barcode. Those are the things that you see on almost any product with the vertical, the up and down black and white lines.
And the numbers below it.
The numbers below it, and if you go to a supermarket or a convenience store, they often have a special laser thing. They point it there, you hear a beep, and that barcode gives the computer information and price of what you're trying to buy. So it is related to that, but it's a little bit more complicated. This Japanese company was using the QR code and barcodes before that to track items in factories. What is it to track? This verb is to follow something, to notice it, to pay attention, and to follow it because you're interested in where it's going. The police might use special dogs to track bad guys if they're running through the woods. You might use a phone to track someone. You can use GPS to track your car as you drive around or your motorcycle as you drive around. And of course, if you order something online, that company often gives you a special website and it will say where your package is and when it's expected to arrive at your home. It's tracking the package. For example, animal control tracked the dog to a nearby park, maybe using some technology of some kind. So, the company was moving a lot of stuff around. They were using barcodes, but the barcodes just weren't working that well.
There were multiple problems. Yeah, barcodes are rather simple, just vertical lines. A QR code is a lot more complicated. It can do a whole lot more. Anyways, at the time, we're talking about that in that Japanese factory there in the 1990s. At the time, barcodes were difficult to scan. Okay. It's hard to get feedback.
Yeah.
They didn't work when damaged. Okay, so if you cut into a piece of packaging where the barcode was, that barcode wouldn't work anymore.
It's all lines.
It's all lines. And get this, barcodes didn't contain much data. Okay, whereas the QR code can contain a whole lot of data. Now here we have the word data. You can also say data. Some people do say that, but one way or another, this word is a noun. When we're talking about data, we're talking about pieces of information, facts about something. For example, my new hard drive can store a lot of data. Yes, there's all sorts of information that I can put on my hard drive. Files, text files, the list goes on and on. These would all be pieces of data or data.
There you go. So barcodes were okay, but they did have these problems. And for the company, the problems were big enough that they were thinking, how can we make this better? So they came up with the QR code. And how did that work? Well, as we reach our break, it says the QR code improved on the barcode in almost every way. It was superior and better than the barcode, and the company had really come across something quite useful.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, everyone. With that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. We'll be right back.
如果你有看过或是用过 QR code， 应该知道它是正方形，然后里面有许多黑白方块。其实那些水平和垂直的黑白方块排列是受到棋盘游戏围棋的启发。好，文中的 board game 表示棋盘游戏，那么 Go 指的就是围棋。顺便补充一下，水平和垂直的英文。Horizontal 是形容水平的，在后面加上 ly 变成副词 horizontally 表示水平地。那么 vertical 表示垂直的，它是形容词，在后面加上 ly 一样会变成副词 vertically 就表示直立地、垂直地。好，课文接着提到说 QR 码呢，在1994年发明的。当时那种黑白一条一条一条的那种条码很难扫描，只要一受损就没有办法使用，而且条码可以容纳的资讯并不多。于是呢，就有一间日本公司发明了 QR code、QR 码来取代这个条码，来追踪工厂里面的这些产品商品。好，文中的 barcode 就表示产品包装上面那种一条一条的条码。像我们要去买东西结账的时候，店员都会去扫描条码来结账嘛。刚刚 Mike 老师提到，有可能是用雷射的方式扫描。那老师说的 laser L-A-S-E-R 就表示雷射。再来看三个单字 arrangement 它是名词，表示排列方式，或者是指安排布置。Jeff 老师用到的片语 layout 它也有摆设、安排或是设计的意思。下一个单字 track 在这边当动词，它表示追踪或者是记录什么什么的进展。那么 data 表示资料、数据，那它有两种念法，你可以念作 data 或者是念作 data。接回到课文中。
The history and modern uses of the quick response code. Unlike barcodes, a QR code can be scanned from any direction or angle. This is because it is designed with a small box close to one corner and 3 bigger boxes in the other corners to indicate which way the QR code should be read. In addition, even if part of the code is damaged, it can still be read because the data in the QR code is repeated. Lastly, by containing data both vertically and horizontally, QR codes can carry hundreds of times more data than barcodes.
Okay, more on QR codes. Unlike barcodes, a QR code can be scanned from any direction or angle. So there you go, barcodes. Sometimes to use the infrared, you have to get just the right angle in there before you get that boop sound. And sometimes people have to clean off the barcode at the 7-Eleven and then boop it then. But with the QR code, hey, scanning is a dream.
Absolutely. And think of those boxes flying around a factory on the belts that move them around. They have to get scanned so that the computers know where the boxes are going. But if the boxes are not in the right position, these barcodes can't be scanned from different directions. A direction is basically where you're pointing, where you're heading, all right? If you're going north, that is your direction. If you're walking down the street, you're going in one direction, but then if you turn left or right, your direction has changed by 90 degrees or so. So a direction is basically just a heading. It's where something is pointing as it's moving or where it's pointing as you position it. For example, Anna checked her map to make sure that she was heading in the right direction. Yeah, GPS, maps, these are things that keep us going in the right direction when we're traveling.
Okay, next we also have the word angle to talk about. It's a noun, and here we're not talking about math. Okay, sometimes you have a triangle or something like that. In the corner, let's say, of a triangle, you have an angle, okay? That's not the case here. Here, an angle is how you look at something, let's say. It's your point of view. It's kind of a way of looking at things, but not head-on or directly. You're kind of looking at it from the side. So with a barcode, you might have to be right in front of the barcode in order to scan it. With a QR code, you can be on the side, you can be on top, below, no problem. It will still scan. QR codes are awesome. For example, from a certain angle, you look just like my favorite singer.
So, the QR code is very useful, especially in the real world where things do move and you can't always get your boxes to pose in the right position. And this is because the QR code, this is because it is designed with a small box close to one corner and 3 bigger boxes in the other corners to indicate which way the QR code should be read. So basically, the way it's designed is telling the computer this side is up, this side is down. That way, the computer, even if it takes a slightly strange picture, can flip it around and read it correctly.
And there's even more.
Oh.
In addition.
Yes.
Moreover.
Yes.
Even if part of the code is damaged, it can still be read because the data in a QR code is repeated. So one part of the code might be damaged, but that's not a problem. That data will be repeated in other places. So unless you ruin the whole thing, your data will still be intact. Now lastly, by containing data both vertically and horizontally, QR codes can carry hundreds of times more data than barcodes. Yeah, hundreds of times more data. That's a lot of data.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the difference between a simple old DVD and a huge hard drive. The hard drive carries more data. You can plug it into anything, watch anything, whereas with a DVD, one movie, you scratch it, it doesn't work. You don't have the right machine, it doesn't work. So this is how modern technology works. It goes from kind of okay to really, really useful and great.
And magical.
Magic.
Like QR codes.
Yes.
All right, everyone, that's it for today's lesson, but we'll be back next time with more on QR codes.
QR 码在各方面几乎都表现得比条码还要好，毕竟这个条码有时候很难扫描嘛，像你有时候看到超市店员他可能要一直调整角度，然后去刷那个条码，有时候还要把那个条码上面水珠把它抹干净，这样子才有办法让红外线扫描器读到。刚刚 Jeff 老师有提到 infrared 就是红外线的，这个字是拼作 INFRARED infrared 红外线的。好，课文提到说 QR 码可以从任何方向或是角度来扫描，那这是因为呢，它是由一个靠近角落的小方块跟其他3个角落的大方块所设计而成。那这样的设计就可以帮助定位，让解码软体知道说要从哪一个方向来读取，那使用者你就不需要对准，它就可以正确读取。即使有部分的 QR 码被毁损了，它还是可以被读取。那里面资料呢，依然会完好无缺。好，除此之外 ，QR 码可以储存的这个资料容量是条码的好几百倍哦。刚刚 Jeff 老师用到 intact 这个字来形容资料是完好无缺的，它是拼作 INTACT，intact 表示完好无缺的，未受损伤的。那我们最后来看单字 direction 表示方向 ，angle 表示角度或者是观点。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。 大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点有3个，第一个是 in addition， 第二个是 even if， 第三个是倍数的说法。我们先来学 in addition。副词片语 in addition 表示除此之外，而且，那通常会摆在句首，意思就跟 besides、moreover、furthermore 等等差不多。例如 The bike has a flat tire. In addition, its seat is missing. 那辆脚踏车的轮胎没气了，而且它的坐垫还不见了啊？什么？连坐垫都不见？真是麻烦。看来我们以后还是借 U-Bike 就好了，你就不用烦恼车子被偷啊，或者车子坏掉的事情，对不对？好，那我们接着来学 even if。even if 它表示即使就算，那是用来引导条件或是假设情况。也就是说呢 even if 后面接的子句是在描述某一个条件或是假设的情况，这个情况不一定会成立。那么 even if 是在强调无论那个情况是否成立，都不会影响到结果。例如 even if we miss the first bus, we can still catch the next one. 就算错过第一班公车，我们还是可以搭下一班。就算错过下一班，还是可以搭下下一班。就算错过下下一班，还是可以搭下下下一班。这样你懂了吗？不然我要继续念下去了。好，再来，我们最后来学倍数的说法。英文当中多少倍的说法是数字加上 times， 例如 3 times 就是3倍。5 times 就是5倍等等。那么2倍我们可以用 2 times 或者是 twice， 一半则是用 half。好，在进行倍数比较的时候，常见的句型有3种。第一种是倍数加上 as 形容词 as， 或是 as 副词 as， 或者是 as 加形容词加名词加 as。例如 Their office is 3 times as big as ours. 他们的办公室是我们的3倍大。好，第二种用法是倍数加上形容词或副词的比较级加上 than， 那也可以在形容词比较级的后面加上名词。像刚刚的例句，我们可以写成 Their office is 3 times bigger than ours. 好，第三个用法是倍数加上 the加上名词计量词加上 of。 好，那什么是名词计量词呢？其实常见的这些词有包含 size 尺寸， length 长度， age 年龄， weight 重量， height 高度等等。好，那像我们刚刚的例句就可以改成 Their office is 3 times the size of ours。 好，以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
感恩节里跟你最亲爱的人说声谢谢吧。
Hi everybody， 欢迎来到就爱讲英文。I'm Holly。I'm
Steven。好，今天呢就是 Fat Day。好了
，Fat Day。
对啊，因为是 Thanksgiving 感恩节。在美国的文化呢 ，Thanksgiving 真的是一个吃到肚子都已经快爆炸的一个节日。对，所以我会把它称为是 Fat Day， 也可以是 Turkey Day， 但 Thanksgiving
其实今天应该是要感恩啦，不是那边吃东西。
哦，对哈，我好像有一点弄坏了这个整个
感恩节的重点在哪里？
好啦，今天呢就是要用英文，要懂得怎么去在感恩节的时候感谢你最亲爱的人。OK， 第一句呢就是
I appreciate it。
OK， 这个意思就是啊，我很感谢你。OK，appreciate 呢就是感谢、感恩，但除了 appreciate 感恩跟感谢，它也可以是欣赏的意思。但这个时候不是欣赏哦。如果我今天说I really appreciate this art，对，我不是说我很感谢这个 art 这个艺术品，而是我很欣赏它，所以就要看这个句子的意思哦。OK，I appreciate it 就是感谢你。好。第二个呢，就是
I'm very grateful。OK，I'm
very grateful， 我真的很感恩 ，grateful。好，那如果今天是感恩的心翻成英文的话，可能是 grateful heart。grateful heart。
好啦。
好，这个就是个形容词。但虽然 great 这个听起来很像 great，但你要注意哦，这个变 grateful 感恩的时候呢，它是 grate，这个两个字要有的时候我们。even 我们就是英文是母语的人，我们肯定也会搞混。
也只有你吧？
应该只是我。但是如果有人像我一样，也许你也需要知道这个技巧啊，不是吗
？OK。
第三个呢是
Thanks a bunch，
还是
Thanks a million。
OK，thanks 大家知道是谢谢嘛？A bunch 是什么？
很多。
一大堆。好，那如果是 a million 是多少
？A million 是100万。
对，100万，
很大，对不对？
没错，就是非常多。我感谢你到非常多的感谢都给你，是 thanks a bunch 还是 thanks a million？OK， 这个比 thanks 感觉还再诚恳一点。OK， 你听哦 ，thanks 跟
Thanks a million，
你看是不是听起来还比较感谢一点？
我比较真诚。
没错。好，第四个呢就是
I owe you one，
还是
I owe you big time。
好，我们先说 owe 这个动词是什么意思 ？owe 的意思是
就是我欠你。
没错。那第一个 I owe you one 什么呢
？one 是什么？
就是 debt，OK，D-E-B-T，这个 B 不用念哦。Debt 的意思是
就是债，就是人家帮你做了一件事情，那现在就是换你下次要回馈他。
没错。那如果是 I owe you big time，big time 的意思就是 very much，非常多，所以 I owe you big time。
不是真的很大的时间哦，不是。
对，那如果今天人家帮你做一个事情，他说你欠我，还是you owe me man，还是 you owe me big time，我又加一个 man 听起来比较很像兄弟儿那种感觉，
就是你欠我，
欠我，欠我。第五个 ，You're a lifesaver。
你是我的救命恩人。
没错，所以 lifesaver 就是救命恩人，它也可以是就是如果今天你在淹水，你会拿什么丢？你会丢给我什么？
一个救生圈啊。
对，那个也叫 lifesaver，所以你可以说你就是像我的那个救生圈一样救了我。好，今天呢，我们就学到如何在英文在感恩节的时候，感谢你身边最亲爱的人。我们先进入
Live Action。I am very grateful for your help. I couldn't have passed the exam without you.
No sweat. You also share a lot with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's just like,
yeah, I know. The novel you lent me was really great. Thanks a million.
I'm glad you like it.
I especially like that part with.
Thanks for bringing my wallet to me. I owe you big time.
Don't be so careless next time.
Yeah, I will. But thanks for giving me a ride. You're a lifesaver.
No problem. 第一 I appreciate it.
第二 I'm very grateful.
第三 Thanks a bunch. Thanks a million.
第四 I owe you one. I owe you big time.
第五 You're a lifesaver.